Hi everyone, it's Kathy. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'll be creating a slimline gatefold card using the new Elegant Slimline Snowflake die set, as well as the Happy Word die and one of the sentiments from the Magical Winter stamp set. I started out with a piece of blue cardstock, and this piece measures 3.5 by 8.5. And the way this border die cuts is it doesn't cut your cardstock below the decorative diamonds at the bottom. It cuts above that. So when I placed the die on my cardstock, I made sure to have the flourishes up at the top pretty close to the edge of the cardstock up top because I wanted to have more space at the bottom after I had die cut it. I did run that through my Gemini Junior along with 2 of the individual snowflake dies that comes with that border die. And when I ran it through my Gemini, I did use a metal shim because it's such an intricate die and the metal shim helps cut all those tiny little details out. Now these smaller snowflakes I actually cut from silver glitter paper. I used a 2-way glue pen to add some adhesive to the back, and then I just glued them on the front of my border die cut. And you can see I kind of had to twist it and turn it a little bit to get them lined up. And again, it's pretty delicate, so I was able to manipulate those snowflake arms, for lack of a better description, to get them lined up pretty much on that large snowflake. I did the same thing with the smaller snowflake. I just used my 2-way glue pen and adhered it to the snowflake on the right hand side. After I had those snowflakes glued down, I grabbed my scoreboard with a piece of light blue cardstock that measures 7 by 8.5. With the 7-inch side up at the top of my scoreboard, I scored at 1 3/4 inches, and then I scored at 5 1/4 inches. Next, I folded on the score lines in one direction. Then I flipped the card over and folded the score lines in the opposite direction. Then I brought in my bone folder and burnished them really well to make sure that I had a nice sharp crease. Now you'll see that I'm kind of playing with the card to see which side is going to flip up. It's just the nature of cardstock. It's going to want to pop up because I folded it against its natural grain. So I chose the side that pops up a little bit more than the other. And then I used liquid glue to adhere the snowflake border die cut to the front of my card. And this is going to be the left panel of the gatefold. Once I had that adhered in place, I did have a little bit hanging over the very top, so I just trimmed off that excess with my scissors. Off camera, I had die cut the word happy 3 times from white cardstock and once from the same silver glitter cardstock that I had die cut the other 2 snowflakes from. I did stack it up mostly to add a little bit of stability and a little bit of weight to help keep the card closed. And when I went to apply the word happy, I put an acrylic block at the top of the card just to keep it closed so I could glue down the die cut word. And I also made sure only to put adhesive on the H and the A and the tail of the first letter P to make sure that I didn't glue my card shut. I had also stamped the word winter from the Magical Winter stamp set, and I had run that through my die cut machine with the fishtail banner die from the Quick Strips set. And again, when I went to adhere that to the front of the card, I only put adhesive on the left half of the fishtail banner die so I didn't glue my card closed. Once that was adhered in place, that finished up my card. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, we'd love it if you would. And don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified every time a new video is posted. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.